Alright, I'm gonna do like a little Hollywood thing where they go pop, pop.
Just
pop, pop. Mm-hmm. Okay. Last one. I like to do it 3 times. Alright guys, welcome to another episode of the Breakdown Lounge, where we deconstruct and analyze your favorite music tracks, occasionally with a guest who has never heard the song before. I'm Stephen Lawson, I'm a half-baked musician, and today we have my lovely GF. She's going to help us break down some tunes, some stuff she hasn't heard. So Korn just released a new album a couple of weeks or months ago, and they've got a really cool track on there that I think if you're a fan of old school Korn, you'll appreciate this track. So we're gonna have some other bands. You'll see them on your screen now. Other people we're gonna break down some of their songs. Comment down below. Let us know who you want to see. And then also below, we've got other videos we've done. The band's Spotify's, our social medias, Patreon donation pages are gonna come in the future. And then if you're a book reader, Travels of the Gypsy Lotus, it's on Amazon. And if you go to StephenLawson.com, you can read a couple pages for free. So that's the spiel, and now we're going to get into it. Are you ready to hear some new tunes? We're also going to do Jack White. He just did a new single that he released. That's going to be part of another album that he's dropping. So it's full of, this episode's all about new releases. All right, let's do it. So this is Korn. The song is called The Worst It's On Its Way. First go there, what did you think of that?
Oh, it definitely reminds me of their older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of giving me Queen of the Dam vibes too, like Queen of the Dam soundtrack vibes.
She loves Queen of the Dam.
Yeah, Queen of the Dam.
Queen
yes.
of the Dam. Yeah. Which I do hear has a great soundtrack. Maybe there's one that you guys could comment on. That would be something I could do. That a lot of those tracks I probably haven't heard before. I could actually give my own honest reaction to that. But yeah, this definitely has a classic Korn feel. I like how in the first verse it kind of sets us up with what we think are going to be the chords that are going to carry us through, like the verses, but then the vocals come in, and then all of a sudden we get these chord changes that kind of pull us in a different direction, but still keep that oppressive mood that's been established. And there's some dissonant notes in there that kind of throw you off too. The guitar effects, kind of hard to pinpoint. I know that the guitarists from Korn, both of them, use some really weird sounds and effect pedals. It sounds like some sort of echo pedal that one of the guys is using. You know, the other guy's obviously overdrive that's doing a lot of those chugging. And it's cool that after a couple measures of that first verse, instead of continuing to do those chugs, they let those chords ring out. Dun, 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 dun. And it just kind of keeps you on your toes and builds that anticipation as we go through. And of course, Brian Head is providing his signature style that is so reminiscent of that early Korn stuff, and those classic, you know, dark, oppressive verses, but then those very high lifting, they have very uplifting or I want to say operatic kind of choruses that get very big. And even there, I think we can hear some like string arrangements in the hooks on this song. So it's very fat, it's very cool, and I'm loving it so far. Should we listen to some more?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
It is always something. Life keeps throwing things that don't go my way. Damn harmful thoughts devour me. All familiar places I can't escape. Calling me, I feel it coursing through the inside, and I can't get away from where it starts. I feel it breathing and I realize the worst is on its way. It makes me sick, but I deal with it. Set it all aside. My confidence overrides.
All right, so that's that. Korn, the worst is on its way. What'd you think of that?
It has that like gothic feel to it for sure. And
Very signature of them.
yes, and
Yeah.
that definitely brought me back. His little vocals in the middle there. I was like, oh, there it is.
Yep. Signature throwback to early Korn.
Yep.
You know, I mean, everybody knows from Freak on a Leash, like, he's famous for doing that beatbox section from Freak on the Leash, and we're going to actually do that video probably with Damier, because he's never heard it before, and I think it'll blow his mind. So, but going back, we went through the rest of the song and didn't stop. So, I love that in the coming up to the second hook, as we go through the second verse, there's that little measure of the isolated guitar break, wow, wow, and then they just drop right back in. Everything isolates except that one guitar, and that pedal sounds like an octave pedal. You know, I'm almost 100% sure of that, leading up to the beatbox part. And they have this measure where it's hard left and right with both guitars. You have the muted overdrive guitar that's giving you a taste of what's coming with this bridge riff, and then the other doing the isolated octave pedal riff that we heard before, and they kind of trade back and forth, boom, boom, wow, wow, boom, boom, and then the main guitar players, you know, kind of palm muting and going along with the riff, and the second guitar is still providing the whammy notes, and we get this big build up to this release of this huge rock out beatbox section that where both the guitars kind of sync up in that main crunchy riff and harmonize on it, and the drums play a huge role in the build up too, because they kind of drop out in the first two measures, then come in with a faster tempo that we've had from the rest of the song in that bridge build up, and then when Brian is doing his beatbox thing, the guitars and the drum drop to half tempo from what we've been doing through the whole bridge build up, and kind of gives us that, you know, that head banging connection where we break from the chaos and go into that. So it creates this really aggressive passage that builds all this tension and then gives us the headbangers delight. And I love that they bring the acoustic in before to kind of bring us back into the hook, and then from the last hook, the last line is repeated several times, and we have this swelling, uplifting to the composition that the band immediately drives back up into that bridge section to finish us out. You know, and it sounds like we're going back to the beatbox section, which we do, but they drop it halftime again to the halftime that they dropped it to. So the first one was, you know, kind of, but then the second time around when they finish out, it's boom, boom. So it's even half cut from where the first beatbox section is. So it really slows down and just, you know, the guitar tempo shift on the riff and the fewer notes, and then the very last note of it, those measures, the octave pedal, final time, just kind of dragging down that whole section and beating it down to hell to finish it all out. And then of course we have that little outro where it's just the guitar with an effect pedal kind of sustaining and buzzing off, and then that little bass number that it's all just really cool. And you saw me get the goosebumps there at the very end, and it's it's a great track, and definitely makes me like enjoy going back to listen to Freak on a Leash and seeing how that and where they've evolved to now. So looking forward to that other breakdown. So any other thoughts on that?
No, that was a good pick for me though.
Yes,
Throws me back.
We've been saving that one for her for a while. So like I said, we're gonna do the Jack White If I Die Tomorrow. We're gonna do that one. Good track, I think. You'll enjoy that one.
Okay.
And if, like I said, comment down below, let us know what other stuff you want to see. Links down below for all the stuff we mentioned in the beginning, and check out some of these other videos we got, or the playlist for the Breakdown Lounge. So that's it. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.